driving into work, and I thought of this hilarious prison story from the other day. Kind of shows how desensitized to violence you become after almost 19 years in prison. I'm sitting in my office, which is in the administrative building and off the unit, so people can come and visit. And a dear friend of mine who also is retired a few years ago, luckily, came by to say hi. And as she's sitting there talking to me, I get a phone call from somebody asking me to help find housing options for one of the individuals that was in the detention unit. And we sat there and discussed his possibilities, and he goes, well, maybe we could send him to this location based on his crimes. And I was like, oh. I said, well, what crimes does he have? Yeah, that's an option. And he tells me the crime, and I say, oh, all he did was unalive his dad? Almost in a disappointed tone. And my dear friend was sitting there and just started cracking up laughing. And we decided based on that crime that he could not go to where we were thinking about having him go. And so I hung up the phone, and she goes, gosh. She goes, to think that was normal conversation for me every day for so long. She goes, having been removed from it, she goes, it just struck me as funny how conversational that is. And I said, yeah. I said, it's a little disturbing to think that is something that we just talk about in a very matter-of-fact way now, and today actually marks my 15 months to retirement, and I cannot wait 15 more months of thinking that something like unaliving your father is a casual, normal thing. That actually wasn't a bad enough crime to get this individual where we were considering. Let me know in the comments what you think. What is something that you have become institutionalized in your day-to-day life, regardless of where you work, that other people give you a double take on, that to you is normal day-to-day conversation?